of the biggest.
You sold a phenomenal 11 million copies, earned her multiple Grammy nominations, and accolades from no less than Bob Dylan. And most importantly, it allowed her to move out of her van, the van she was living in. She's a very talented woman. You can see her hosting the season finale of Nashville Star this Thursday on the USA Network. Please welcome Jewel. Here, and you look great.
Thank
and the
you.
first thing I want to ask is, please do not try to steal Tracy's jewelry. He's very attached to it.
I just thought I need what you're drinking to.
Huh? You want to sip?
I don't think I can handle it.
Don't get him
I'm
started.
ready to come over.
Have you guys worked together before? Maybe at
No.
the Lilith
I think
Fair?
at Saturday Night Live?
In drag, maybe. I saw
Yeah.
him at the Lilith Fair.
You didn't recognize me. I had earrings on, but you put the dino in Mike.
I knew him.
That's a big compliment
Yeah.
right there. Are you still living on the ranch with your
Ty,
rodeo
yeah.
boyfriend Ty?
Yeah. We live in
Yeah.
Stephenville, Texas.
How's that going? Have you gotten sick of that yet? Or?
No, it's pretty good. We live so far out of, where anybody is. There's no paparazzi or anything, so it's pretty nice.
That is nice.
Yeah.
Do you go out? Do you ever, I imagine that, maybe in the middle of the night when the sky is very clear, you'd go out and the two of you and you'll sing some songs and play the guitar. Does that ever happen?
That's what we end
Wow.
Do you really do that? Because this is
My
not
woman don't even want to cook meatloaf.
Do you actually do anything like that, or am I just imagining
Yeah,
things?
I play him songs a lot. I write for him a lot.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I do.
And he likes that, I would assume?
He doesn't hate it, baby.
He doesn't have, I wouldn't think not.
I'm
Yeah.
teach my wife how to play the guitar when I get back home.
Now,
I'm gonna play that guitar.
And what you said, you need to learn a few things first.
Oh, what? What I need to learn? How to cook
He's
cornbread?
baking.
What? I'm bringing home the bacon. Oh, you got to do it fried up in the pan. I want Brittany. She shaved her head. She ain't wearing panties. She falling asleep in club. Now's the time. The window of opportunity is small. You know?
Tracy, 1 second. I have to talk to Jewel about
I'm
something.
sorry. I'm sorry.
You were hosting this show, Nashville Star.
Yeah.
And you're co-hosting it with Cowboy Troy, who is a country rapper, right?
Yeah.
And how did that happen?
I'm walking off now.
How did
Dog day
that
hip-hop.
happen that you got involved doing that? Because I don't think most people associate you with country music.
Yeah, I grew up on a ranch in Alaska. My dad's a cowboy, so I grew up, listening to country music. The reason I wrote songs was because Loretta Lynn and Dolly Parton, so it's just always been a part of my life. And I was a fan of the show. It's been around longer than American Idol, I think, actually. And they're looking for singer-songwriters that are world-class singers, and they all play instruments. So it's a little more artist-driven.
They don't start with 1,000 people. They start with 10 people. So you don't have
At the beginning of the season,
horrible people that you have to go through and insult them.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, we're a little bit, we try not to patronize anybody, but, we tell people if they're not doing good, but we don't go out of our way to be horribly clever about it.
And you also did American Idol this season, which seems like a conflict of interest to me, that you would be on 2 of these shows. You were able to swing that, huh?
I guess so.
Did you like that, doing...
It was a blast. I had a great time. It was really fun. It's an amazing experience, and I think I just had my little niche. I got along with everybody. It seemed to go good.
Did you feel like you had to be nice because Simon wasn't being nice, or be a little bit meaner because Paula never really says anything?
No, I just tried to stick to what I know. She's drinking what he's drinking. No, I just tried to stick to what I know, and I'm a vocalist, so I was just concentrating on people's technique and just sort of had my little niche.
And so the finals of this Nashville Star are coming up. Do you think you will do a country album yourself?
I think my next record, I don't have a label right now, so I get to kind of do whatever I like. And a lot of my stuff's really country leaning. At radio, I might try and go for that. The formats have changed so much. I don't fit at pop radio anymore. I'm a singer-songwriter, and nobody wants to hear stories on pop radio anymore. I think it's kind of where country belongs, but it's not really that I'm changing what I'm doing particularly. I think the format's changed a lot.
When you were a kid, you would go around with your dad when he did he's like a cowboy balladeer type of thing, right?
Yeah.
And you would sing with him.
Yeah, we'd sing all over, fishermen's for lumberjack, for cowboys, biker bars. I used to, I was too young to sing in bars, so I'd have to hide in the bathroom if the cops came, which they always did. And
really?
So the bikers would send their women in to keep me company, and we'd all sit in the stalls, and they'd ask me to sing at their weddings. They're like, Are you gonna sing at me and Butch's wedding? We're getting hitched, god dang it.
Really?
And I'd be like, yes, my father handles all of our engagements. Please
It's
book
like
with him.
a real-life Hannah Montana type situation.
No idea what you just said, but
Well, you know, the kids know what I'm saying. The little kids especially know
you're
what I'm saying.
frightening me, yeah.
Your fans are, some people, and it's not everyone, some people have fans that they don't just like you, they really like, I mean, like you become a part of their lives. I mean, you have that, I think, where your fans are almost obsessive. Do you agree with that?
Some fans are pretty wild, yeah. I was in Nashville the other night, and I was sitting down for dinner, and I had one seat free at our table, and this girl comes up, and she sits down. She's like, she just act like, you know, they'll just act like they know you, and she's like, I just love you. I'm like, that's very sweet of you, thank you. And I'm eating, and she's like, I just wanted to say that. She leaves. She comes back 2 hours later, and she goes, I've always loved you. I'm like, well, thank you, it's sweet of you. She goes, and, you know, I'm a dentist. I'm in the dental field. I'm like, yeah. And she's like, so's my husband. I'm like, yeah, where's she going with this? And she goes, you would be beautiful with 9 months of braces.
Really?
I know.
Oh, really?
I
Did
told
you
her-
hit her?
I told her she'd be pretty with blonde hair. She was Puerto Rican. She was very insulted.
She was. That's a weird thing. I'm sorry, we had an old Puerto Rican uprising in the band there. All right, so you're going to host this thing. Who's in the finals of Nashville
We
Star?
have a brother and sister that came down to the finals. It's really unusual.
They're competing against each other?
Yeah, and a guy named
Wow.
David St. Romain. So the three of them, it's pretty unusual.
Wow, yeah, that is something. A brother versus sister.
Yeah.
That's pretty hardcore. Well, it's great to have you here. And come back when you
Thank you.
record the country album, come back and play a little of it for us.
I would
Jewel,
love it.
everybody.
Thank you.
Nashville Star this Thursday at 10 on USA Network. Tracy Morgan is here. We'll be right back with Stephen Wright. Come on back.